Assalamu alaikum. On the news tonight, stakeholders in Zamfara have allowed federal government's economic reforms. Zamfara Security Council unveiled new tactics of combating banditry. Plus, committee overseeing support affairs in Zamfara charged to maintain professionalism to achieve its goal. Welcome to NTA News. Today is Tuesday, 27th Muharram, 1447 after Hijrah, which is equivalent to 22nd July, 2025. I am Abdul Hakim Ahmad Yaqo. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu economic reforms have been described as impactful and beneficial to various sectors of Nigerian economy. A cross-section of stakeholders and citizens made the commendation while commenting on the effect of the reforms in Zamfara state. Correspondent Bello Maradun has more on the report.
Since the inception of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu's administration, a series of economic reforms have been implemented to stabilize Nigeria's economy, attract investment, and ensure sustainable development. These reforms appear to have made some notable effects at the subnational level, including Zamfara State. The introduction of several palliative measures cushioned the impact of fuel subsidy removal by the Tinubu administration is one of the most noticeable steps taken by the federal government in that regard. Accordingly, people in Zamfara state on various occasions receive food items, cash, and other support packages, which have gone a long way in reducing hardship among poor and the vulnerable.
For many years, we will not see this kind of happiness. But this time around, we thank God for what the government do us. May the Lord bless on Nigeria's name. See our money from my hand here. I thank God.
Speaking on the role of the Presidential Enabling Business Environment Council, the Zamfara State focal person and permanent secretary of the Ministry of Budget and Economic Planning, Sani Abubakar, emphasized the significance of the initiative in creating an enabling environment for small and medium-scale enterprises in the state.
Small, medium, and large-scale businesses will also be supported by government. Some with grants, sometimes government, like large-scale businesses, government will serve as a guarantor for them to acquire finances from like Bank of Industry so that they can be able to boost their business activities.
While the economic reforms of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu are not without challenges, some stakeholders observe that they are creating fiscal space and developmental opportunities for the people in Zamfara state and Nigerians as a whole. In Gusau, Bello Sani Maradon, NTA News.
As part of its effort to combat banditry and other forms of criminality in the state, the President Security Council convened a high-level security stakeholders meeting in Gusau, the state capital. The session was organized by the Office of the Secretary to State Government, which brought together heads of security agencies and key government officials. The meeting is aimed at fostering stronger synergy between the state government, security institutions, and federal agencies to enhance the ongoing operation. The meeting deliberated on the 10 new strategies proposed by the state government, which include sustained and adaptive collaboration, joint response strategies, finding ways towards a safer operation, and crime-free Zamfara, among others. Secretary to the State Government, Malama Abubakar Nakwada, on behalf of the State Government, condemned recent attacks in some communities, expressing government grief and solidarity with the victims. Governor Dauda Lawal has been described as one of the most labor-friendly governors in Nigeria. The Deputy National President of the Radio, Television and Theatre Art Workers Union, Comrade Babangida Umar Zulmi, made the remarks while a courtesy visit to the State Head of Service in Gusau. Correspondent Umar Adamu was there and now reports.
For the union makes us strong. Victory, there is victory for us.
The Nigeria Labour Congress Zamfara State Council paid a courtesy visit on the State Head of Service in his office to formally introduce Comrade Babangida Umar Zulmi, who was elected Deputy National President of Ratau at the just concluded National Delegates Conference of the Union. The State NLC Chairman, Comrade Sani Halliru, described the victory of the new Deputy President as a welcome development, being the only national officer from the state. He used the medium to solicit for improved welfare of civil servants in the state.
This is the first of this type of gathering in this office. Previously, were in good time with head of services, but it's not as good as it is now.
On his part, the new Deputy National President of Ratau, Comrade Babangida Umar Zulmi, described Governor Dauda Lawal as one of the labor-friendly governors in the country, assuring the union support in disseminating information about the good policies and the programs of the present administration. He also appreciated the support of the head of service in improving the welfare of the state workforce.
Without his state team, without a strike, without any dispute from the labor and the government side, the state government was able to implement new minimum wage without hiccups.
The head of service, Yakubu Sani Haidara, who congratulated the new deputy president of Ratau, highlighted some of his achievements in office, including staff promotion, posting of new permanent secretaries, and the executive officers to their portfolios. He assured the union of the government's continuous support.
We are trying to emulate our leader, Governor Dauda Lawal, in the same way he did with issues of gratuity payment, where he paid backlog of gratuities from 2011 to 2022. Henceforth, promotions of officers is done as at when due.
The present administration has initiated reforms aimed at building more effective and responsive public service system. In Gusau, Umar Adam, NTA News.
The management and technical crew of the Zamfara United Football Club have been advised to maintain professionalism and discipline towards achieving their goals. The Director of Planning and Zamfara State Sport Council, Lawal Musa Gusau, gave the charge while inaugurating a committee to oversee the affairs of the club for this session. Aliyu Shehu was there and now reports.
It is the common practice for football clubs to dissolve members of management and technical crew at the end of every football season to give room for adjustment and realignment in preparation for the next season. It is in view of this that the Zamfara State Sports Council recently dissolved the management and technical crew of Zamfara United Football Club, which paved way for the formation of the new committee. Inaugurating the new committee members, the Director of Planning, Lawal Musa, urged them to be united and adhere to the laid-down protocols in channeling their grievances.
Maintain discipline and follow proper working protocol in discharging your duties.
Lawal Musa, who reminded the committee members of the high expectations on them, assured that the council will give them the necessary support and assistance for them to succeed.
Let's maintain professionalism and cooperate. Let's focus on our close mission and vision. Our goal isn't just about achieving progress, but about doing so with discipline and adherence of official working protocol.
The Director Administration, Zamfara State Sports Council, Ibrahim Leda, appealed to the committee members to be proactive and to intensify efforts toward the overall success of the club and the state at large. The 23-member committee is saddled with the responsibility of managing, liaising, marketing, as well as ensuring the overall welfare of the Zamfara State United Football Club's players. In Gusau, Aliyu Shehu, NTA News.
None from our neighboring states. In recent times, measles had become a significant health concern in Kebbi State, particularly among children. Recent reports indicated that the state recorded an unprecedented surge in measles cases in 2024, which prompted the state government to take proactive measures to address the outbreak this year. From Kebbi State, our correspondent, Usman Abdullahi Shehu, sent in this report.
Measles is an acute viral infectious disease and a significant cause of childhood morbidity and mortality. Children under 5 years old and adults over 20 years old are more likely to experience complications. In Kebbi State, this highly infectious viral disease that's endemic has since last year become a plague affecting children more.
Because it's an airborne disease and it's easily transferred from one person to another. It's highly communicable. And then the issue here is that when there is one case in a ward in a week, it's an outbreak.
Last year, approximately 200 cases was recorded, raising a cause for concern among mothers and caregivers. From their experiences, the disease is contagious and deadly.
We know how dangerous this disease is. It was a horrible experience. I don't joke with any vaccination. because my children's health is my peace of mind.
This year, the state government is taking a bull by the horn to protect children's health and prevent further spread of the disease. The first line of action is that the state government has launched a sensitization campaign on measles and rubella vaccination.
We invited leaders of different community, different settings, including people living with special need, so that when they go back, they will now create awareness among their people.
Those that are given this vaccination, that are going to be given the vaccination now, will grow up with that immunity, will grow up with that protection. And even if they become of reproductive age, they will not be affected by that disease.
Free vaccination and intensive monitoring is also being adopted to curb the disease. In Birnin Kebbi, Usman Abdullahi Shehu, NTA News.
With this report from Birnin Kebbi, we'll conclude the news tonight. Thank you for watching. Good night and Assalamu alaikum.